All right, welcome back to the Tilt Express podcast. I am your host Xander. With me, as always, is my co-host Nathan. How you doing?
I'm Nathan. I am the certified correct person on the water is wet argument. And today we're going to talk about.
Why'd you have to do that? Is water actually always wet?
We can talk about it later after you introduce the first topic.
Like if you're consumed by water.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, never mind. Today we're gonna be talking about a couple things. We're gonna try and mix it up. Thank you to you guys who watched the last episode. We're gonna mix it up if you did
Appreciate
and you're
y'all.
returning. We appreciate you. We're gonna try and do a little bit of more than just one thing. So, for starters, we're gonna start with a little icebreaker here.
Yep.
If you're isekaied, any anime you want, but you're isekaied for a week, where are you going?
Is it exclusively anime and does it have to be a week?
Exclusively anime, and
Okay.
it does not necessarily need to be a week. I just said a week because, like,
Rather,
just-
is it a limited time or is it permanent?
I mean, we can make it permanent if you want to do it permanently. I was just like a week you get to enjoy it for a week, and then you got to go back to reality. But
Yeah.
if you want to do permanent, we can do permanent too.
I feel like what happens if you do it for a limited time is it changes. We have to ask more questions if it's limited time, right? Can I take stuff in and can I bring stuff out, or is it just my only
Yeah,
experience?
it's a lot of logistics, I guess. That goes into
Yeah.
a limited time. We'll go permanent then, just for sake of keeping it more simple. Permanent.
I have a knee-jerk instant reaction Pokemon. I'm living it. My man.
It's always Pokemon.
It's always Pokemon.
That's the only.
Every other world is horrible. Pokemon is just
not
like
everywhere.
we're all just having a good time,
Whoa.
and we have our animal friends, and we just have them compete against each other, and it's all good and
Whoa,
fun.
not every world is horrible.
Go on, give me more. What else? All right, not Pokemon. Where would you go?
All right, hold on. I already said Pokemon is objectively always the right answer.
Yeah,
There is no. There is other right answers though.
a Food Wars.
I've
You get some good food
exactly.
all the time, assuming you're in the school for long enough to eat the food and have money for it.
Shit, now I
Pokemon,
can't.
you don't gotta think about it.
All right, you don't want to be in any of the popular ones, that's for sure.
Two Pokemon I'd have
all
right off the bat.
To be fair, if it's the My Hero verse and not the My Hero storyline, My Hero verse seems kind of lit.
Yeah, but then like
You're isekai'd in, you're gonna get a quirk. or
you might
maybe
get a
not.
quirk, you might not.
Oh, if you get isekai'd into My Hero and you don't get a quirk, do you,
You get-
just like
You gotta deal with the RNG.
just
But the thing is, there's
What do
like
you do?
constant like terrorist threats. Like some dude's gonna be fighting on the street, and it's like, oh, fireball! Oh, your
Yeah,
apartment
but at
building's
least-
burnt
at
down.
least life is exciting.
Yeah. You know what else is exciting? Dealing with the insurance for that. Like, yeah, some guys are fighting down my street, and my apartment's on fire, and I wasn't there. So, oh, we gotta send an inspector, and they gotta determine if that was actually the cause of the fire or wasn't it. Just a logistics nightmare. Pokemon's great.
Yeah, I mean Pokemon's great. All right.
Ready for this?
We-
I have a Meowth. I use Payday. That's how I make money. I don't have to work. Pikachu, electric, just charges my whole house.
He just wants to cheat the system. That's why he wants to work. What is
That's
this,
what-
Power World?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, Pokemon's a good answer. I can't actually think of anything that you.
I can't think of anything else that'd be actually enjoyable because there's no criteria to be happy in Pokemon. I don't have to wait for a power. I just have to live somewhere where there's Pokemon in the wild. Man, we have squirrels, we have birds, we have dogs, we have cats, we have fish. There's animals around that could just be swapped with Pokemon, and our lives would just be better because you can talk to them and they'll listen. Can you imagine
Damn.
having an actual conversation with your cat?
Damn,
They
no.
can't talk back. They can give you some sort of communication back. They can tell you when they want food. And like, yeah, you can train a cat, but can you train 2 cats to do that? Can you train 3 cats to do that? That's a pain in the ass. You just catch a Pokemon, they just listen right away, bro. They come pre-built.
Whoa, they don't always listen. We
If
went
they're
over
too high
this.
level, I'm built different, bro. They're always listening to me.
What? All right. If you lived in Pokemon, what status of trainer would you have? Like, who would you like? Where do you think you would? Do you think you'd be able to be like one of the trainers in the Elite Four?
No. I definitely want to be like league affiliated, but I'm thinking of like a.
Do you think you'd be a gym leader or just like a
No, I'm just thinking like. Let's think basketball, right?
Pokemon master? Like, are you a Pokemon master?
No. Because there's people that are like big brain it and they'll actually like study the science and like IVs of like real life Pokemon and stuff and like the meta, I guess. I would just be like, let's just do some pickup games on a basketball court. You feel me? Like, oh, hey, bro, you want to just have like a quick like 3-on-3 battle real quick?
So you'd be a 4 fun.
Yeah, just for fun. Nothing super competitive.
Okay, I think I'd be like
I think that'd be a lot
I
more enjoyable.
I think I would take it like semi-competitive.
I would do like the gym challenges. I would do that. That'd be fun. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't really actually go and compete against like I know I'm not gonna put in the time and effort as much as all these other guys are. Is like I'm good. I'm not too
Okay.
competitive. I think it's
Damn,
fun
is
to
there
have
really
that.
no other world?
I can't think of anything that would be on par or better.
I can't think of anything better.
Like you can think, oh, any other slice of life world, right? But like that's just the real world, so there's nothing special about it. And you think, oh, all the isekai worlds, like you can go to Konosuba, but it's like, man, well then you actually got to get powers, and there's actively people with powers that are already stronger than you and kind of
But are
after
you
where you
always
live.
like? Would you not want to live in any kind of like action adventure world at all? You just want to live like.
I would think One Piece, right? But where would I land in One Piece? I'd be like
Damn, One Piece would be pretty cool.
just finished training Kobe, maybe. And just like where does he rank against, gets one shot by pretty much everyone that's on a normal
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, I think One Piece is like
Do you get a devil fruit? Do you get nuked by Emu?
yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like it's RNG if you get a fruit or not.
Yeah.
And
And if
like,
you do get a fruit, it's a
like
good one.
are you really gonna have like Conqueror's hockey? Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, I would. I'm built different. I got the stance. I got the willpower. I got it all, bro.
This man would not have Conqueror's hockey. I don't care what he says.
Damn, that's crazy. I have armament at least. I'm tough.
I'd give you armament, yeah.
I'll take it. What do you have? You would have squat.
Nah, I'm tough. Oh, think about it. My body falls apart actively, and I still lift, and I still bust my ass.
Buddy, you built like caribou.
Doesn't matter, man. Like with the way that verse works, I'd end up with a fruit that counteracts my problems.
I
Make
mean,
me
assuming you get the fruit.
unbeatable. I'd find it
You know how many characters are in One Piece and how many of them have devil fruits?
a lot.
It's like 100 and something people that have devil fruits and
Yeah.
thousands of characters that don't.
I'm okay. I think One Piece would be cool.
And there's like tens of characters.
'Cause
With
you just get to be a
conquerors.
pirate. You just get to be a pirate. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't want to be a pirate?
Freaking Arlong's out there. I'm not going on a boat, bro. I'm sorry. That man can, that man defeats the purpose of a boat. Nah, I'm good, bro.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Like, I think I'd be good at Yu-Gi-Oh because I'm good at card games, but it's like the Shadow Realm.
Man, this was the slightest inconvenience. Just one like
Slight
thing.
inconvenience. You get banished to darkness forever because you lose a card game. Slight inconvenience.
I mean, yeah, just don't lose.
That's just the
forehead.
RNG.
Just don't lose.
Yeah, just don't lose. I
Just
guess just be
don't
better.
lose.
That guy has a god card. That's crazy. It has more effects because he says it in his head instead of on the card. I'm good. Pokemon. I know they got
Damn, you know what,
abilities.
bro?
I know they got attacks and statuses. Imagine having a Chansey at home. I come home not feeling good. That Chansey gonna fix me right up, bro.
Shit, or like a timber. Just
You want to go anywhere? Have an Alakazam teleport. You want clean water? Get a Mudkip. You want free electricity? Any electric type. Pick your favorite.
welcome.
Hi, buddy. Up top.
Good try. Welcome Blair to the podcast.
You see what I mean?
I'm
Now
doing
imagine if
well.
Blair was a Pokemon. We can actually have some sort of
Blair, you can
interaction.
go sit
Yo,
up
eat
there
your
if you want.
food. Maybe a water gun real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. I think she's just gonna post up right there. All right. You can't think of any other worlds.
Man, that's tough.
Okay.
A lot of them are too like affect normal people too much. Like Attack on Titan, obviously like the worst one ever. They affect normal people too much. My Hero, there's terrorists on the street. Naruto, pain blows up the village. Like guy,
He
there's
comes back to life though.
yeah, but I mean they didn't know that. They didn't know that until it happened. So
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like there's too much threat to normal people.
what are you
I think
doing?
I don't think we would be
with the
special in
pets.
particular, like main
Look at her.
cast.
She wants the pets, bro.
I think we would be just normal people in the verse, and like
Hey,
Pokemon's
hey,
good.
hey, get away
Pokemon's
from
good
there.
for like normal people. There's no like real direct threats. There's like, oh man, the legendary Pokemon, the stuff that happens in the movies, but it's like that's not a.
I guess
a
it's not
usual
entirely
event.
threat. Yeah.
Damn, that was a little too easy. All right, how about if it's not permanent? I think that's more interesting if it's not permanent.
If it's not permanent,
You can't take anything in. You can take one object out.
one object.
Yeah. And it's
Man.
not you can't like just put your hand on a house and be like, I'm taking the house. Like you got like something you can hold.
Can you take a power back? What if I went to that world? I Isekaied in. I got a power and came out. Do you get a power?
No, but there's loopholes. Whatever sort of power system in the Isekai world, you can maybe have it while you're there, but you can't take it out. But if you have a devil fruit and you take it with you to the real world, and then you eat it when you come back, then it will apply.
Okay, in which case, there's like obvious answers, right?
Yeah, I got 2 right off the bat.
Go.
They're not anime though.
Okay, go.
All right, Omnitrix, Ben 10.
Oh. But you'd have to
I would have to somehow like
acquire the
acquire it.
Omnitrix.
Like I don't know. I don't think I can just like hold his wrist at the last second while I get like
Nah, I don't think that
Isekaied
would
back.
work. Also,
I don't think it'll work.
Alien X like solos everything and every word.
Not even his strongest alien.
Really?
He has an alien at the very end that literally physically holds the Big Bang from happening. It's like a whole time
Oh.
travel thing. The object that creates the Big Bang again. He holds the energy of the Big Bang and then recreates the universe.
Interesting.
It's Ben 10's incredible. Anyway, if not that, the dog
I like
collar
Ben 10.
translator from Up.
Did it? The what?
The dog collar translator from Up. I would love to just talk to my
Just
dog.
talk to your dog.
Yeah, I think that'd just be like really practical.
I'm gonna be honest. As much as I'd love to talk to dogs, I don't know that I'd like to talk to my dog.
Get a more interesting dog.
There is literally nothing going on in his head.
Okay, you ready? This probably isn't gonna be your last dog. You're gonna know the dog at some point. You feel me? Like you just
Damn,
take it
don't say
off,
that,
put
bro.
it,
Echo going with me forever.
bro.
Don't
That's
talk
just
about my dog like
that's
that.
just how it. You can put it on your cats. Animal collar translator. There you go. I mean, Up it only works for dogs, I guess, but we gotta see it for other animals.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
You know, you call her buddy every time, and it's like I don't know if you're trying to address her, like if she's a guy cat or a girl cat.
Buddy's a general neutral term.
Thanks for hanging out. Anyways,
Go.
I know.
What would you get? What would you take?
This is a good segue into our next topic. Kaiju number 8.
Okay, what are you taking? I have an idea what you're taking.
One of the suits, baby.
The suits are awesome.
One of the
bro.
suits.
Damn.
One of the suits. You're telling me that I just 20% power is enough to
You're like
be
jumping off
a
buildings.
superhero, bro.
Yeah, pretty
A
much.
superhero. You like I don't even know if I'm gonna want to do good. Like I'm gonna
I'm gonna be a problem.
bro, like
So for context, we both just watched Kaiju number 8 in like one sitting each, pretty much.
yeah.
Like this week.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna talk about for our second segment. And we're just gonna go over a review of the first season. No manga experience, no spoilers or anything. The season ended. I read like the next 2 chapters of manga just to see like what angle is gonna go at. Doesn't give you much more context. So, man, there's some interesting niche stuff about it. Overall, is like it's all right. It's not particularly like special, but it has some cool stuff in it, like the power suits. I love those
Dude, I'm
power
telling
suits,
you, like,
bro.
all right.
You take damage, it regens you. You can
Yeah,
jump off
it
buildings.
literally, like you get shot, like it just
Yeah. Unless the shot insta kills you, it'll wrap you up. That's awesome. Those Power
Tell
Ranger
you,
suits are incredible.
like could you imagine what you could do with one of those? Like a suit gun combo. Actually, I don't even need the gun. I'll leave the gun. Only the suit.
Like they literally like the gun wasn't working for her, and she just like I'm just gonna grab a street sign and just
fucking
go ham.
Just go crazy. Yeah.
What good would you do with that? Though? What are you gonna be, a vigilante like Batman? It's just cool to have, but it's like, what are you doing, lifting
Well,
with it? It
yeah.
defeats the purpose.
I mean,
I'm gonna rob a bank. Who's gonna stop me?
yeah, like you just fly through the safe wall, like just right through the safe.
No, just pick up the ball.
Just take it with you.
I don't know if it's that
Take it
strong, but
through.
it's kind of crazy.
No, I mean, bro, 20% you're fighting fucking monsters. Like 96% you're like blowing holes through.
No, through freaking skyscraper size kaijus,
think,
literally.
Like, yeah, think about it. Like Godzilla cat, by the way.
Yeah. One of those, insta dead.
Yeah, you're just
If you're like one of the higher
I
people,
guess
though.
'cause
You and me, we would
to
probably
be
land
fair,
like the
though,
20,
you're not doing
30%.
stuff like that in real life because like the gun is a complement to the suit, where
Yeah.
the set power goes from suit to gun.
Yeah.
Like the rail gun that what's her name uses. I don't know names, but
Yeah,
I did
names
watch
horrible.
it also. We made a point to pick an anime that we
Yeah.
could review, something new that had a little upside. Since last week we talked about
The anime came out
the
this
future.
year, right?
yeah.
It was like finished airing last
Last season.
season.
Yeah,
okay.
last season I think. And since we didn't really have any context on anything new because we're
We
boomers,
decided we're gonna keep up with something,
With
and we started with Kaiju number 8,
yeah.
and I gave it out of 10 like a 6.5. It's
Uh,
good across the board.
I'll
It
give
just
it a
doesn't do
7.
anything special.
I give it a 7.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that it's not particularly great at anything,
Okay.
but where the things that I liked a lot.
Okay, what'd you like?
I like the power system.
I like it.
I like the diverse, like, you look at the kaijus, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at regular humans, and like you look at a show like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna get to later in the segment because
We have an argument to settle.
I have a little an age old argument at this point.
Mhm.
But yeah, you look at like Attack on Titan, and it's like big monster. If you don't have big monster or become big monster, you
Can't
don't really
compete.
stand a chance.
All right, unless you're exactly like
Levi.
Which honestly,
one of like the really special human people.
yeah,
You gotta be real special innately.
yeah.
There's not enough training you can do. You can like kind of fight like the easy ones,
right. But
if you're lucky.
in Kaiju number 8, what I really enjoyed is like humans, although using
You gotta get trained. But you can be like a
and the
moderately
suits,
regular
right?
dude.
And the suits are then made out of kaiju remains or
Yeah.
whatever. But using that technology, humans are able to compete.
Yeah.
And I think the best for me, what really sold to me that, because I was under the impression, which is something you're still under the impression of, that I'm sure, is that Kaiju number 8, the main character, he's just gonna
He just
like,
one shots
solo the
everything.
verse.
He just like solves every problem.
like that. He's just gonna solo the verse, and when he fights the co-captain,
Yeah.
the vice captain of
Yeah.
his like unit,
the two sword guy.
yeah. When he that fight, I was like, wait a second, because when you think about it, like, yeah, okay, the Kaiju number 8 was like holding back because obviously he's like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
my
He's like,
vice
I don't want to hurt
captain,
my
I don't want
dude.
to hurt this guy. Although he's holding back, even early in the fight before he gathered his footing,
Yeah.
like instantly the vice captain had a chance to kill him,
Yeah.
and he just picked the wrong move.
Yeah. He was like, oh man, if I had
If
gone
I
this
had
move
just
first,
done
I
this
would have
move.
gotten him.
But you can see how, like, all right, yeah, like
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
a chance, like,
there's like humans that can keep up
yeah,
with the
so
kaiju.
I
It's
like
like,
that a lot.
alright.
I like the power system because of that. Because
There's a level of balance to it.
yeah. And I mean, we've only seen one season. We haven't read it.
Yeah.
Not that there's much more manga past the first season, I don't think, right?
So the first season covered up to chapter 38 of the manga, and the manga, from my understanding, is 130 something chapters
Oh.
right now.
That
So
was
they can go to like season 2 and 3.
okay.
I haven't read it, so I don't know
I
how
misunderstood
much they
that.
can compact it, but they got enough for like a season
I
2 or
thought
3 just on
earlier
number
you had
count.
said that there was only 30 more chapters after where the
No,
manga
they were
ended.
just like at 38, and then
Okay,
I
okay.
read 2. So I'm at like 40. They just like introduced another character and like what's gonna happen next, and
yeah.
not much.
I
from there.
also really, really like the power dynamic of the way squads work.
Yeah, I really like how they focus. Like, this guy's our big gun, but they're not really conceited about it. Let's narrow it down and do like Call of Duty zombie style of things. Of let's just make it very easy for them to land their big move, and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
And then we'll call it cleanup crew, and the homies
I-
just show up and clean it.
Yeah, I exactly. I really like that. I like
I think they discussed it, and that's a big point. Because
Yeah.
Attack on Titan, like freaking Titans just died on the street, and it's like, well, we guess we just gotta wait for it to solve, and we'll
go away.
rebuild.
It just goes away on its own,
eventually.
disappears. I mean, to be fair, in Attack on Titan, wherever Titans were was never really
Habitable anyway.
again. You know, everything was
Yeah.
just like Shinganshina.
But what I like about Kaiju-
destroyed.
Yeah.
Like they never
is-
went back to Shinganshina.
Yeah, no, they couldn't because freaking for what? Like,
yeah.
all the buildings you can't establish.
Not only
life
that, there
again.
wasn't a need. Like there wasn't even that many people left to like
Yeah.
need that space at that point.
What's cool about Kaiju 8 is because I'm a big Monster Hunter fan. Well, the monsters just die there, and they have to send them a cleanup crew. But then later, when they're explaining the suits, they're like, "Well, this is made from Kaiju parts. From all the studying we do of Kaiju's
Yeah,
and
they're
their bodies,
harvesting them.
and then there's some like special weapons we make out of them. Like, oh man, this is just Monster Hunter. That's my stuff. That's good.
I thought that was so cool. Like when when he's fighting the yellow hair girl's dad,
Yeah.
who's like the general.
Yep.
And like Admiral General, like who knew that was a rank or something like
Was
that.
he Admiral General?
Yeah, something like that. I was like,
I don't think
I think I had a wait a second moment.
General of Admissions or something. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it was
Whatever.
like something.
Big rank, cool dude.
Yeah. And then he's using a suit
The
and a
freaking
weapon,
gauntlets.
but it's not just a weapon, right? Because like when the yellow hair girl gets her act,
Yeah,
it has a number on it,
it's a prototype.
prototype from a numbered,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's from that one. Because
I don't remember what number it was, but I know it was a prototype from a like kaiju,
Yeah.
numbered kaiju. But it wasn't just a weapon that he was rocking. Like his suit was specifically made
To handle the weapon.
from the kaiju. It was also
Yeah.
from number 2. I thought that was so cool because it's like there's levels to the suits.
Yeah.
Like that's so cool to me.
Like that's a special suit, and he was competing with
Yeah.
like a high fortitude kaiju who wasn't really fighting back until he did start fighting back.
Well,
But just like the
which
fact that
was
he could,
another thing that I really
Yeah.
liked is that the kaiju in the main character recognized his opponent as the previous kaiju.
yeah, and that's like
And that's
kind of
when
why
he
it took
lost
over.
it. Yeah, that's why he lost
He's
it.
like
'cause it was-
that thing's an actual threat because it's one of me. I gotta take that thing
yeah.
down.
So I really like that fight.
Yeah.
I think it had really good fights as well. That's another thing I really like.
The fights are good.
I like the way the combat plays out.
Yeah,
I
The
like that
fights,
it's really realistic.
a lot of it makes sense. Yeah, realistic makes a lot of sense. Why the teams and characters do things in this way, and like what strategies they have with the monster. What I didn't like is that the main character, Kafka, I think.
Yeah. Something like that.
Well, he studies the monsters, and he's like, "Oh, well, since I was part of the crew that like the cleanup crew, well, I learned that this monster has a soft spot here, and this one has the core there, whatever." Why is that not more public knowledge for the crew that's like fighting him? I mean, like
Okay.
he had to find that out for them. Like I would feel like that's like procedure number 1.
Yeah.
Hold them back,
Yeah.
find out what their weaknesses are, take them
All right,
down.
so I think that's one thing. I guess I agree with you. They overplayed that he knew the kaijus better.
Yeah, I feel like that's like
Like they
that's not- like
overplayed
you would
that.
think of that at first.
Because no, they also overplayed it. I don't know if you remember, but like he would stay up late and study kaiju
Yeah.
as well. It wasn't only knowledge he had gained from being part of a cleanup
Yeah.
crew. It was knowledge he had gained from studying. Like, didn't everybody be studying that stuff?
Yeah,
all the time.
shouldn't they have like
isn't
a
that part of? So like the initiation into I didn't. That's the one thing I didn't like. You take the test, you take the exam. There's a written test that we never see.
Yeah.
Then there's the physical.
Yep.
And then there's a training exam.
Yep.
You're in. You're in.
Yeah. All right, cool. I mean,
Now go do the job. Like there's
no like formal training
you-
after that.
Yeah, you do get like
Learn this,
oh,
find the
here's your-
monster's weakness, then strike. Here's the form. Like you see, like the form. Like they clearly, like obviously, are taught stuff because that they had like formations and crap.
right. Yeah, and then here's your first mission. This is how it'll work, and they have a good like command system. I did like that.
I like that a lot. It
like-
felt very like this is military.
Yeah. It felt real like
Yeah.
the way
There's procedure to this.
yeah.
I'm in an emergency situation. I'm bypassing procedure because
Yeah.
like life or threat
And
emergency
even like the
situation.
captain,
Okay,
like
yeah.
herself, was like, "Hey, like,
But they're reporting it. They're not just like, I'm gonna do it because I'm a renegade person. I gotta get it done.
yeah."
No, they're just like, they're like,
Um,
hey, I'm letting you
Which
know I'm
the
breaking
fight that
procedure.
happens in is why I give validity to the vice captain. Why I validate his combat skill because he essentially black clovered,
Yeah.
was past his limits, right? And then even when he had nothing left in the tank, he's like, all right, but I still got to figure out a way. Like I still got to be useful.
No, it's not that he was empty in the tank. He just couldn't use like his limiter removal mode. So like where he puts him at like
No, no,
92%,
but what-
his like average is still like 60 something, which
Right,
is still incredible. with
right.
those suits.
But once you use that mode,
Yeah.
it like deteriorates your ability.
Yeah. You're
Like, if you end up weaker than you were.
yeah. Because like it
So-
overheats.
Yeah. So it's like he's already overheated and he's still like, well,
Yeah.
Well, I got to figure something out because like it's just me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really like that because in his mind, like the captain was gone. Like
Yeah.
it's
Not here. I'm the guy.
Yeah.
And if
gotta
I'm
be
not the guy,
And
I gotta be the guy.
I like that because it gave us I know main character save the day, blah blah
Mhm.
blah blah blah, solo the verse, whatever. But it gave us a taste of in his mind in that moment, the vice captain, he
Yeah.
was the main character.
Yeah. It's like,
It has
me.
to be me.
yeah.
And like nothing else is coming to help
Yeah.
us. Like this is it. I ran out of my
That I do like. I do like,
like
that. I
I blew
appreciate the
past my
balance of that.
limiter. Yeah, like I went to my 92%. I overheated. That does not mean I can just lay down and die. I have to do more.
Like I'm still going.
I really like that.
Mhm.
So that's why I like him as a character.
No, I like him as a character. My issue is that well, he is the sword guy, so he's like the designated cool character. And watch this, he touches his sword, instantly one shots one of the smaller ones. I can do that better than the captain can do. And it's like, all right, cool, go do more cool stuff. He's like, I can fight with 2 swords, and I'm really fast, and my stats are up. But there's like, it's cool because we say it is, and he's doing the cool guy stuff. But for me, it just landed flat, man.
Nah, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought
Like-
it was cool because like I did appreciate that they give him the little 2 minutes, 3 minutes of backstory.
Yeah.
It's like he comes from a long line of swordsmen.
Mhm.
Give up on wanting to
And
be.
they're like, "Look, you're incredibly talented."
give
It's
up
just
on.
it's just outdated, bro. It's just like they
Yeah.
got guns and
And
cannons
then
now.
you know the captain ends up being like, "Nah, I need a guy like you because
Yeah.
I'm really bad at that. Like I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I need a guy like you." So
They have a good balance between like
I thought that was cool.
melee, big guns, middle guns.
Yeah.
They have a good.
But,
the structure of it is really good.
Yeah, there's a couple things I didn't like. I don't like how like kaijus are these like, you know, common monsters. They happen every day.
Yeah.
Almost is what the verse makes it seem like.
There's like
but-
tiers to it, like the
but-
really big ones, like the medium ones, the small
yeah,
ones.
but numbered kaijus are treated like they're super rare.
Yeah. Oh, like number 2 was like that happened in 2003. We don't really know what year it is. We can assume 2020s something.
Yeah. So
But
it's like, oh, that
2003,
happened 20
that many years
No,
ago.
they say like 20 years ago or something. They said a
Yeah.
number.
There was number
I think.
2.
Yeah, number 2 was like 25 years ago. But
Yeah.
like from 25 years till now, you've gone from 2 to 8.
Yeah.
And then within 13 episodes, which I also don't
It's like a
like
few months.
that they're not very clear on the time. We'll get back to that.
They mentioned it. They were
no,
like,
no. Watch. Yeah, let me explain what I mean by that.
okay.
Right. So you find number 8, right? Number 8's our guy, Kafka.
Yep.
And within a couple months, we'll go with a couple months because they don't give you that time. You have 9 and 10. And I was like, aren't these things supposed to be rare?
Yeah, they give you the time. It's 3 months.
Oh,
He spent 3 months recovering, and they did
They
the
give
exam.
you that time?
Yeah, in the hospital when he's injured and like the kaiju gets in him, he becomes the kaiju himself. He does the whole incident, whatever. It says 3 months later they took the exam.
Okay. 3 months later, they take the exam. And then whatever time that they're in the exam is when they see 9.
Yeah.
Right. And then whatever time that they're in that like early training, and then 10 shows up
Yeah,
and
they
attacks
don't,
the
yeah,
base.
they don't say that.
So it's like, we'll give it 6 months max. 3 months, 9, 3
Yeah.
months, 10.
Yeah, it's like,
I was like,
but they say it too, like, oh, there's too many anomalies happening.
Like-
Like these kaijus are coming out of nowhere
Yeah,
now, and they're
and-
humanoid. That's weird.
yeah. And then all of a sudden they're humanoids, and then 10 happens. 10 comes and goes.
Yeah, literally just shows up like,
Loses.
I need to attack these people with an intelligent
Oh my
mind.
God, what I
made
was
a
about to
plan.
say.
What?
No, nothing. We're recording. Twice?
So 10 just shows up and just like, I'm targeting this place in particular. Well,
Right.
that's weird. They're kind of intelligent, but they shouldn't be this intelligent. And they're also controlling all these other
Yeah.
kaiju, like singular kaiju as a pack,
And-
and they're blowing up and then make this big. Too much smart is going on for this to happen.
Yeah.
Plus
and then he
kaiju
almost
10.
nukes everybody, and
Yeah.
then they beat him.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right. There's no explanation. Like, where'd he come from?
Yeah.
What is this guy's motive?
I'm sure they'll get to it later. Like, oh, the mushroom reviving one guy is
He
like,
just pulled up on where's your strongest?
yeah.
Wow, who's the strongest among you? And I was
Yeah,
like, dude,
this-
what?
There's clearly something
Like,
behind it. I guess
you
we just
planned
haven't
this
gotten
whole
there
attack
yet.
because you wanted the strongest among us? Like,
Yeah. Well, among it. Also, we find. So I read the next 2 chapters.
like I didn't like that. I did not like that. I did not like it. I did not like.
I read the next 2 chapters, and the next 2 chapters they introduced the first division because in anime it's the 3rd division.
Yeah,
They're like the first division is the strongest one. They have the strongest people. The captain's the strongest guy. Why didn't Kaiju 10 go there?
Yeah,
Like what's going on there? You
that's
know
what I'm saying.
It's like I guess we don't know enough just because it's season 1. Maybe if we read on, we will get more explanation.
I'm
but
sure, but I feel like
just like up front, it's kind of like what there's
like,
a lot of
that's a continuity gap. I'm not gonna call it an error, but there's a
Yeah.
continuity gap there. Another thing for me is like, and this I was alluding to already, but like after 9 shows up,
Mhm.
right? He's like, oh, I'm gonna need time to recover. And when he like becomes another person and starts
Yeah.
driving away, fucking blonde haired girl is half like 2 feet in the grave.
Yep.
I don't even know how she manages to
no
live,
idea
which
how
I,
she lived.
which I know is one of your
That's my big gripe. There
Right.
needs to be consequences.
like right.
She should have died. Reno should have died.
There is no explanation of how much time passes. They're right back at it.
Yep.
Just
she's in her company's friggin' Namek
Right,
tube
yeah.
that saves her life.
yeah, like
There's stakes if she dies, because if she dies, then they don't have a witness to say, oh, the Kaiju number 8 is actually a good guy. And if Reno dies, well, that's the only other witness that Kaiju number 8 is a good guy.
Yeah.
If they both die, wow, there's consequences to the story and we have to adapt to it.
Yeah.
Oh, they live.
I get you.
Oh, but the red-haired guy was Reno. Oh, I mean, we just met that character. That's not a character we know about. Like, let's have there be stakes. Maybe he dies. Oh no, he doesn't die either.
Oh, I think
I don't need characters to die.
Right.
But if they're in a situation where more than likely they should not get out, let there be consequences. So we know next time they're in a situation, I don't know if they're gonna get out or not.
I'm okay with the blonde hair girl not dying because her being the strongest is gonna come into play somewhere in the story.
That's fine.
Red haired kid needed to die.
Yeah. White hair kid, even though he's like the secondary character, I think he should have died
needed to suffer the fact that he couldn't save everybody.
Yep.
I cannot stress that enough. Like, okay, maybe you don't hit like his friend, like Reno.
Yeah.
Which I love his character.
Yeah, I like him a lot too.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that because we'll talk about side characters a little bit. But I think the red-haired kid needed to die.
Yeah. And again, it's like, oh, we need the character. It's like, man,
like,
we just need there to be like weight to the situation.
He's like a side character, and he didn't
matter in particular.
It's not. Yeah, he didn't really matter in particular, and there was no reason he should have had that momentary power up where all of a sudden he was fast enough to dodge.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I saw you do it, so now I
gotta be able to do it. You know something I don't. I'm gonna figure it out.
No, you are just a lesser being, and you are going to die here, and that is gonna suck. That is gonna suck for Reno. That is gonna suck for Kafka. But that is the truth, and that character, like,
also they said it multiple times in the reports.
We're gonna call back to Attack on Titan a lot because we've already deemed it the best of the newest generation of the generation that's coming to a close. That was something that Attack on Titan was not afraid to do.
Yeah.
You are not good enough.
There are consequences.
You are not good enough to survive in this world. That is it. When Annie, as a Titan, kills all of Levi's squad. This is Levi's squad. Levi
they're like
is
the
that
best
guy, bro. They have been through everything.
Yep.
And the female Titan, who ends up not even being one of the stronger Titans.
Yeah. She's like whatever. She's just one of them in control of a Titan. Yeah.
She got hands.
Yeah. The mech is crazy. Female mech is crazy.
Whatever, bro. We'll get there. Stop. You're jumping the gun. You're like 20 minutes early, brother. You're like 20 minutes early. Stop it.
Okay. So my beef with
yeah, but like, Attack on Titan did that well.
Yeah. That's one of my biggest beefs with Kaiju 8 is they do reports like, well, the city has been evacuated. No deaths happen. Buddy, a kaiju just came from the floor under buildings. They just saw the future and it just happened to be in that building. There's no way there's not carnage. Like, there has to be, all these people died. We have to clean it up so more people don't die. It really is just property damage control. Well, that's lame. There's no stakes. Oh man, a ton of people are dying. We really have to get to this fast. We got to be efficient. We got to be smart about it. Okay. Some of our people are dying. We have to be fast. We have to be efficient. We have to be smart about it. Okay, there's stakes to it.
Yeah.
So now next time we see an interaction, oh, here's a serious situation. A kaiju that we don't know about showed up to these guys. Well, now as a viewer, I know they're going to live. Somehow, some way, they're going to live because previously none of them died. Why would they die now?
Yeah.
What if they died up front? Oh, Reno, like the friend to the main character, he dies like in one of the fights because, well, another numbered kaiju showed up and we weren't prepared for it and he died. We got to be more prepared.
I still think
there's stakes to it.
Like, Reno not dying is okay.
Yeah, it's fine if you don't want to do the like. Maybe I'm going a little overboard, but there should be some actual stakes to it. Where I don't think, well, the main characters are always going to get out anyway all the time, and there'll be like one important death later, and then that's about it. It's like, no, I need there to be a situation where these things are coming out of the ground and then destroying buildings and cities.
Yeah, I guess
people are going to die.
Not afraid of that either.
Yeah, exactly. Curses like unpredictable. They're quick. They're powerful.
Actually,
people are going to die.
Is probably a better example of like things happen unpredictably.
Yeah. Named important characters, they die.
Yeah, like not my dog.
Would it have been better for the story they lived? Yeah, because a lot of people like those characters and they're really cool.
Bro, Nanami ended up being one of the most beloved characters.
Nanami was incredible.
Like Nobara, whatever. Also, I mean, this is
no way you're saying Nobara, whatever. Imagine if Sakura died in the shooting exams, it'd be a big deal.
I like Nobara. Yeah. I like her character. I don't think she's beloved the way Nanami is, or
not as much, I guess.
People hate Sakura and still love Sakura more than people love Nobara.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. I don't name me one Sakura fan. Name me one person on this planet who will defend Sakura and be correct. Because wrong people will do it.
No, there's still people that like Sakura.
Nah, they're wrong.
Literally met somebody the other day that named her cat Sakura.
That's a pretty name. That's all she's got to her, bro. There's nothing redeeming about that character. Nobara has like
right, hold on.
personality. She got power. She keeps up.
I like Nobara's attitude, low-key.
You like it with attitude, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I need me that. Well, let's not do that right now.
Yo, he pissed me off. His hat resonance.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
You want to get into our argument?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Because we're not done. We're not done with
Dying.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. If we're trying to run the podcast the same amount of time as the last one, we're less than halfway, really. If we want to keep our episodes consistent.
Is there anything else you want to say about Kaiju number 8? I like the captain. I like how she's not just generic, powerful, stubborn girl. She's like, no, I'm a well-tempered person. I'm average, but I'm really good at what I do.
In her armor, like
yeah.
You can tell she still has a soft.
Yeah, like she's a person. I take my job seriously, but she's a person.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things we can still talk about. We could talk about the art, the animation style.
Oh, real good.
We haven't talked about that at all. We haven't talked about the world building, which honestly, right now, lackluster. Like, is this a thing that only happens in Japan?
Yeah.
For
real. What?
Like, if Kaiju's only spawn in Japan, why not build your military to like seal Japan and go live somewhere else? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you run into an Attack on Titan situation where it's like, well, if we just put the problem in the dome, surely it won't come out of the dome, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You just have like 25 spawned and numbered Titan, numbered Kaijus just hanging out in Japan.
Yeah, they're like, well, we can't kill each other because we're just not strong enough and we're always even.
I guess
let's go somewhere else and just conquer the world. It's like, you don't want that. Like, you need there to be people on ground.
I guess, but there is no world building. Like,
I also like how they feel monstrous and not just like big humanoid thing attacking.
Yeah.
A big gorilla thing attacking.
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
no, they feel like actual monsters.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. Like the mushroom one made me feel kind of uncomfortable.
I thought that was. I'm surprised it wasn't more of a problem.
Me too. The reproductive, they like introduced the reproductive organ and then.
Yeah, it's like, oh, if you just like destroy these like the little eggs in their back, then they won't come back. And it's like, man, but there's literally like a dude that we saw revive him, so why can't he just come out here and revive all the mushrooms and then wreck town anyway? You get me? It's like that one should have been more of a problem.
I think so, but I mean, it was their first mission. It was supposed to be a quick resolution, and it wasn't meant. It just felt like the new characters.
Yeah, it just felt here's a bunch of ads.
I like that. It was like you go fight. Like think about it in the sense of like Helldivers.
Yeah.
Right. You go fight the ads. All the seasoned vets. We'll go take the big guys.
Yeah.
You guys go fight the little guys. Go hang out over there at the playground. Like
I also like particularly that the captain like blew a big hole in it. Yay, we're done.
Oh, and
firing again. Boom.
Firing
okay, yeah,
again.
No, we're good. Requesting to fire the third shell. Yep, you got it. Okay, that's overkill. You're doing the fourth shell. We're doing it again. And then
she almost doesn't get the clearance. She's like, give me the clearance.
Let me do it again. Okay. And then it's like, but why does she want to do that? And then you realize, because there's a bunch of little of them in the corpse and they're just flooding everywhere. It's like, there's a reason she's the captain, bro.
Yeah, bro.
She good at her job.
I
also like the tiger for like no reason at all. She just has a pet tiger. It's just useful.
I like the tiger. I love wild like exotic animals as pets in anime, like as a duo.
It was a little too useful.
Huh?
The tiger was a little too useful. It kind of like.
I mean,
what is it against the dragon one? It kind of like. She braced against the tiger because she couldn't get good footing because she was just like, I'm firing right away. I don't have time to like do clearance.
Yeah, which was really cool.
Yeah, it's like, man, that's really cool. Why is he so useful?
Yeah.
Also, he just one shot a kaiju earlier.
Where did he come from?
Yeah, it's like
can somebody tell me why she has a pet tiger?
Can you explain the tiger a little bit?
I had a traumatic like childhood, so a tiger like picked me.
Yeah, and it's also like, why is a tiger so good at like fighting the kaijus? Like, it's just a tiger. They're like literally ginormous monsters. That's just a tiger.
I don't know.
oh, is it made with the is it an
Yeah,
android with the shell of a
Android?
kaiju number 3 or something? You get me? Like, give me a
Imagine the
little bit about
tiger
the tiger,
is a
bro.
kaiju.
Nah, they can't. It can't be, because then they wouldn't be so like on the fence about like, oh, kaiju number 8 shouldn't be a thing. It's like, oh, but this little mini kaiju, yeah, that's not a problem. The captain can have it. You feel me? Like that wouldn't. I don't think that would happen.
Valid. I thought the art and animation.
No, it
Very
looks
good.
real good.
I really
Modern
enjoyed it.
standards. That's how everything should look.
It kept up.
Looks very good. The lighting, incredible. Yeah, there's too many like lightning effects that happen, and lighting, nail it.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, that was our review, Kaiju number 8. If you haven't gone to watch it and you listened to all of that, I'm sorry, we ruined almost everything.
Yeah, the whole.
I don't
thing,
think there's
sorry.
a single thing that happened that we didn't talk about.
Yeah, 6.5 out of 10. Not because it does
I give it a
anything
7.
particularly bad.
You know
It's
what?
just nothing particularly like special about it.
I'll
That
give it a
stands out.
6.5 also, actually. A 7 is generous.
Here's like generic
I'll
shonen
budge.
tropes. Here's a fresh coat of paint on it. It's good and enjoyable, but it's not particularly
I
special
think
and great.
I slapped my good watch sticker on it for sure.
Good watch.
Good watch.
Good watch.
Not
bad by any means.
What next? Not what we're talking about. What next to watch? What are we looking at right now out of the new stuff? We said we were going to get more well versed. Anything you have in the back pocket that you want to watch or read?
Let me think. Out of all the new stuff, I kind of just want to.
I can tell you what I want to.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Sakamoto Days.
That's animated already.
No,
I'm waiting.
It comes
for
out this year.
I'm waiting.
I think it comes out this year. Sakamoto Days, and I was introduced to the concept of something called Kagurabachi.
Don't know what it is. Sakamoto Days, I know about. I want it.
So
really
I don't
bad.
know a whole lot about Sakamoto Days, but when I was looking into Kagurabachi, so apparently, it's the son of a swordsmith, right? And it's in this world. There's like 7 legendary swords or something like that.
Okay.
Right. And the people who this swordsmith, right? He's the legendary swordsmith, right?
Sure.
Made the swords for, like, they like turn on him and they kill him.
Okay.
Right. And
for reasons in particular.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. I read a really short synopsis because I'm trying not to ruin it for myself. And it's a revenge story of the kid becoming a swordsman and going after the other 7 swords or something like that.
Okay. That's
and
cool.
I like a good revenge story.
Mhm.
This is a hot take from me. I typically do not like, and this is why I'm excited to see it because it's really hyped manga wise. I typically don't like anime or manga, mainly anime because I don't really read a lot. Anime that uses realistic fighting styles, hand-to-hand combat or like swords.
Oh, I'm the exact opposite.
Like I don't, because it's like if I wanted, like I want to see flashy and exciting and, you know, like God of High School, for as shit as it was, I loved that it was martial arts with a twist. So I'm like, okay, Demon Slayer, like it's just swordsmanship, but I like the art, right?
Mhm.
So those are already a couple that through modern art and animation have kind of proven to me that, okay, I can enjoy sword fighting.
Yeah. All right, here's my
that's why I'm excited for Kagurabachi. I like a good revenge story too.
I like that premise too.
I think it's gonna be brutal.
I also just don't like when the protagonist is just always a good guy. Like no, like I want a bad protagonist. I want there to be like a guy motivated by bad reasons and does bad things because of it. Like I want to. Yeah, I don't want an evil dark guy, whatever, all the time. It's like, man, I'm just tired of. I mean, happy-go-lucky, kind of dumb guy who smiles like I'll take care of it. It's like I want like a little bit more gritty sometimes.
Damn, he said he hates Deku.
Yeah, Deku's kind of lame. Sorry, Deku main character.
Okay, is Deku it's a hot take also. Sorry, we're jumping around a little bit. My bad, chat. Is Deku the worst of the new generation of main characters?
Yes. Not that he's particularly bad. He just sticks to the formula too much. Like, really good guy, really competent in what he does. He gets power ups. He's a really happy guy. He saves people. Oh, but he has this dark Deku arc. It's like
Dark Deku was fire.
Yeah, it's cool, but I
think he should have stayed that way until the end. Like that should have just been him now.
Yeah,
I think even going back, like it should have been that.
I think it would have been cool because he leans more away from hero or more of like vigilante, like Batman-y.
Yeah,
and that would have fit. I think it makes a lot more sense for the story. But it's like he's still the same guy,
I guess. Anyways, let's not go into that tangent too deep. But Sakamoto Days and Kagurabachi,
Sakamoto Days is about
and Hell's Paradise coming back eventually.
Is it really?
But
I mean, I hope so.
Animated, yeah, they already confirmed.
Sakamoto Days is about a guy who's ex mafia. He was like a crazy mafia guy.
Right.
But then he just like he settles down. He has a wife and kid. He gets fat. He runs a store or whatever. And
shout out youngster Dart. He told me about this at work.
Stuff from his past comes to like haunt him. They try to get to him. Whatever. He's like, he's still a very competent dude. He just like isn't doing it anymore.
Right.
So there's like a lot of interesting interactions that happen because of it. So I'm really excited about it.
Okay.
There's one panel in particular that some guy pulls a gun on him, like is just pulling the gun. He walks up. You barely see his hands. He grabs a gun, disassembles it midair, and just starts swinging at the guy immediately. And the guy's like, huh? So I'm really excited about that one.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of recall a little bit now that you're talking about it.
But about your take about you like when stuff is flashier and not realistic. I'm the opposite. I like when stuff is very technical. It doesn't have to be martial arty, but I think a very standout thing of why I like Levi a lot and why he's cool.
Oh, dude.
Is
I guess Levi is the best example.
Specifically when he fights the Beast Titan for the first time. Because simple, compact, less than a minute long moment. Oh, that's Levi. He's a threat. I heard about him. I gotta take care of him. He hits him with shock and awe, cuts through his arm. He's like, oh, this guy can one-shot me. I gotta make sure it doesn't happen. Let me protect my neck. Oh, he got my eyes. I can't see what's going on. Oh, he got the back of my ankles. I'm falling on the floor now.
Yeah,
and then he goes from quick, fast, compact, cool, flashy, technical, done. It's cool. It's technical. It's flashy, but it has
speech too.
Yeah,
how he runs down the whole line, bro, to get to him. Oh, dude.
Yeah, that Irwin speech is a Optimus Prime level speech, bro. That's my dog.
I hold that.
Yeah, bro. If that was in the movie theater, I'd be standing on myself, bro.
My soldier's rage. I'd be like, my soldier's rage.
That's inspirational.
I still listen to it at the gym. Honestly, there's like a hard style mix I have of it on my phone. Yeah, bro. Actually, it's like one of my it's one of my go-to PR songs.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, it really does, man. A good speech gets to you.
Yeah.
But I like stuff more technical, like how Levi handled that fight in particular. Yeah. I'm tired of seeing like a punch rush or sword slashing or I quickly unsheath my sword and this thing just explodes in front of it. It's like, that's lame. It's like, yeah, it's cool.
It's also an animation. It's also an animation cop out if you think about it for studios.
Yeah, because like they don't have to show it.
Yeah,
it's like it's cool, but it falls flat.
It's like a small like effect around the sword, and then the actual dismemberment of whatever was cut.
You know what's a cool moment? You know who does that really good? Zoro does that real cool.
Wait, hold on.
Because it's actually cool when he does it.
But Toei cooks when they do that with Zoro. Like, because
they're just like,
yeah, dude. Especially now. Okay, maybe not old Toei, but new Toei they cooks when they do that. Like the whole Kaido fight.
Yeah.
Like the whole Kaido Big Mom fight on top.
They got it down packed.
They like
specifically he does that.
Zoro solos.
Solos who?
Everybody, bro. The verse. The verse, bro.
You're tripping, bro.
World's greatest swordsman, my ass. World's strongest, period, bro. He should be king of the pirates.
Damn, that's crazy. He like doesn't even care much about being a pirate.
All right, you ready? Luffy doesn't get gear 5th.
Okay.
With fucking tangents all over the place.
Oh, that's fine. That's what we're here for.
Luffy doesn't get gear 5th.
Yep.
So gear 4th, Snake Man, his faster form, right?
Sure.
Zoro or Snake Man?
Oh, I think Snake Man takes it, bro.
You're a capster, bro.
I think Snake Man takes it, man. Snake Man's incredible. Snake Man's doing things that Zoro can't compete with. I'm sorry. Zoro's incredible. Don't get me wrong. But Zoro's not doing things that Luffy was doing to Kaido, bro. Pre-Gear 5.
Luffy wasn't doing shit pre-Gear 5. He got his ass.
You're tripping.
He died.
Yeah, you don't think Zoro would have died too, guy?
No, he clearly didn't. He took a joint attack from Big Mom and Kaido and stood upright. What do you mean?
Guy, Luffy was literally like soloing Kaido with the occasional assistance from time to time. They weren't like joint attacking, like they weren't jumping them like JJK, bro.
All right, hold on. JJK's on some wild.
I love JJK for that. That's my favorite aspect of JJK is like, I gotta fight this dude one-on-one. Not a factor in JJK. Like that guy's a threat. We're jumping him. Get him.
Get his ass. I have to keep reading. That's next on my list of
things. There's one fight that they do it where like I have to 1v1 him specifically because if anyone else is around, you're just in the way. It's not a moment of pride. It's literally just like I would kill other people in this fight.
That's dad. That's my father right there.
Damn, that's crazy.
Toji, dude, that's my father. I want to grow up to be just like him.
That's great. He's like a horrible father, a horrible person, horrible with his money.
I don't care. I just want to look like him, bro. Anyways,
in a world full of powers, he pulls out the ultimate spell, the 9. Man, screw these powers. I don't need them.
That was so good. That was so good. Oh man.
Yeah, you're still stuck on it?
Bro, the 9 is crazy, bro.
It's the ultimate spell. How do you beat it? Yuji would lose to the 9. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah. Anyways, now one last one I did mention in last week's episode, Windbreaker.
Yeah.
So Windbreaker ties into the fact that I don't really like realistic fighting, shows that typically like involve realistic fighting.
Yeah.
Because people say that Windbreaker is going to be Tokyo Revengers done right.
Ooh, that's a tough claim.
Like that's what people say. It's
Tokyo Revengers doesn't even do Tokyo Revengers right.
Yeah, so they that's what people say. Windbreaker is going to be Tokyo Revengers done right, and I actually liked the way they threw hands in Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, it was good.
Like I really like, for me, Mikey and Draken, crazy, like incredible characters.
But see, why are those fights cool?
I'm gonna do something you're not gonna like.
Uh-huh.
I have to go rinse my eye. Because Blair was laying in my lap and I just rubbed my eye.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that too. I'm just powering through.
Nah,
it.
my right eye is about to explode.
I'll power through it, man.
Nah, I
right.
also just wiped my eye with my shirt. By the way,
you want to call it a pause here so you can go do that?
Wait, maybe I don't know how to pause.
We'll just do like a hard. No. We'll keep recording. We'll just do like a hard cut.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Time out. Cut.
We're back. Okay. Yeah, Windbreaker, Tokyo Revengers done right. I'm really excited for it. I'm sad that Tokyo Revengers fell off.
Yeah, it honestly just got worse in the manga. I was reading it with Chris. Shout out to Meme. We were talking about it. There's a man. I think it's called the Black Dragons arc or something like that. And after that, it's just like just falls right off. Horrible garbage.
All right.
I hate stuff that has potential like that and just like lets it go.
Promise Neverland.
Don't talk to me about Promise Neverland, bro.
Listen,
bro, reading Promise Neverland is so good. It's so incredible. Season 1, incredible. I don't know what they did, bro.
I don't know the proper English for this, but the intentionality behind the anime, the first season, the way every angle, every bit of
literally camera angles matter.
Was so important to the way the story was playing out, and I was so excited to see what it became.
Yeah.
So excited.
Season 1, solid. Good. There's tension. There's stakes. Because one of the first things we see is like, oh, they get taken when they die. Oh, this lady's in on it. This other lady's in on it. We got to like, be careful.
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen if we get caught.
There were stakes.
Yeah, there were stakes. They were established, boom, right there in front of you. We can't mess up because this is happening. It was good. And it was just like, yo, you see this plot? Out of the park. We're ruining it. Horrible.
All right. Well, we're nearing the time. We're getting it's time to get to what you wanted.
We're nearing the time where I win an argument.
We're gonna do a little something, a little segment. Hopefully you guys are still stuck around to get to see this gold. All right. Well,
we call this segment the argument Nathan always wins.
Sure. We could call it that for now. I'm gonna present a topic, in my opinion, or a controversial topic. I'm gonna gather a response, and then we're gonna go back and forth on it. We have a couple of these. We're gonna start with the one that we've already mentioned a couple times. Is Attack on Titan a mech?
Yes. Attack on Titan is a mech anime.
I don't think so.
Go ahead.
I don't think so.
Why?
All right. I've been through this.
Okay.
I've been through this a couple times. We have this argument at work all the time. I've had it with Dio. I've had it with our friend at work. And I don't think it's a mech, because when I think mech, I always think robot. Hands down, every single time I think robot.
Okay. How about we define what a mech anime is? What's your definition? What needs to happen for it to be considered a
You
mech
could
anime?
Google search what a mech anime is, and it's gonna tell you the word robot.
Okay, so it has to be robotic in nature.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
here's where I disagree with you, and I think here's why other people would call it a mech. Mech anime definition. Here's why we call it a mech. Because the part of the mech that matters the most isn't what the mech is made out of, and more of, well, someone's in this big thing and piloting it,
Right.
and that's it.
Okay.
Like tanks, you can consider tanks a
All
mech.
right. But here is why I don't classify it as a mech. Right?
Okay.
Not in a lot of shows, I get it, right? Evangelion is one of them, right? But in a lot of shows, like the robot or the thing being piloted is tied to the pilot.
Sure.
So only the pilot can do it. But that's not always the case.
Okay.
Right? And even in Evangelion, when like because the mechs in Evangelion are organisms.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Like we know that. And they are in a way tied to the pilot. They can still be piloted by anybody.
Okay.
In one way, shape, or form. You just calibrate it, whatever. Right? There is no, I'm going to park my mech here and jump out. No. The Titans are a part of you. They're an extension of you. They are you. Right? You self-inflict pain.
Sure.
And turn. And although you are in the mech, you are not like a conscious being inside of a thing. No, you are dormant, like asleep. Like you are not, like your body is just there, but you are not like.
No, they're conscious.
You're conscious in the other being. Like you become the being. Like it's still you.
No, they're separate. They're separately
They're
conscious.
not separately conscious.
You literally see them separately conscious.
I mean, when?
Because the Titan body itself doesn't have a brain to think. I'm
you
sure
are-
biologically, like it has it, but you see the people in it literally like in the flesh
I don't
thinking
know.
like, oh man, I'm having this deep thought right now because I don't know how that guy did that. Oh, Levi's coming after me. Let me attack him. And then it cuts.
Does
to the Titan
that
doing the
happen
thing.
though? Does
Yeah.
that? I think the only time I can remember that happening is
Literally,
Reiner.
like think about
like
the,
maybe
the beast
Reiner when he moves.
Reiner does that a lot. You see Reiner mostly.
Yeah, because he moves. He moves his body out of the
But
neck.
remember a moment I know
But
you'll remember for sure. The Beast Titan moment I talked about earlier when Levi's attacking him. You see, what's his fool's name? Zeke. You see Zeke in the body.
I still don't think it's a mech.
Thinking, oh look, there's Levi. I have to stop him. And then you cut to the Beast Titan's body going to attack him.
I still don't think it's a mech. I think robot. That's
also,
my
they do
baseline.
just hop out of it all the time. Aaron does it like 5 times in like one go.
Right,
He's
when
like,
it
I
did-
get in, I transform, I do the thing,
yeah,
I jump
but
out,
when
transform again.
when he hops out, that like it dissolves. It does it not? It doesn't stay standing there.
Okay. Is that a prerequisite? It has to stay there?
It's not apart from him. It is him.
Gurren Lagann.
I didn't watch Gurren Lagann. We talked about this in a.
Yes, we did. We watched Gurren Lagann.
I didn't.
You didn't watch Gurren Lagann?
I said it in episode 1.
I thought we man. Oh, we both watched Kill la Kill. That's
Kill
what
la
we
Kill.
watched. Man, they're both so like samey in style to me. They just both mix. So Gurren Lagann, right? I mean, anyone can pilot them,
sponsored by
but
Perrier.
only we're banned. We're sued for that. You can't say that. Cut. Beep.
It's not
That.
sponsored.
I love Perrier water. But man,
You want some? I'm not gonna drink it all.
no, I'm good. It's a mech in the mechanism that well, they get into the thing and they're not part of the thing and they can get out whenever they want. Someone else can't pilot it in Attack on Titan. Big deal. You know what they can do?
But
They
they
just-
don't
they
get
get- they
in
can
and
transfer
out of the thing.
Constantly they get
The
in and out
thing
of
is
that
in them.
thing.
They are the thing.
How the mech appears, does that matter?
Yes,
That's no, it
because
does.
it's part of your being.
And what if like freaking Power Rangers, we do the Megazord dance and we become the Megazord. The satellite doesn't drop the freaking robot from the sky and then you hop into it. No, their freaking suits transform into the thing. How's that any different than a biological transformation from a Titan?
It's a
mech.
biological being.
It's a biological mech. Instead of being made out of metal, it's made out of biology.
But it is
Made
you
out of
though.
biology.
Like Evangelion is the closest thing in the sense that they are organisms, but they are not you.
Okay.
The Titans are
You
you.
ready for this? Titans aren't you because the Titans get passed down to other people all the
Right,
time.
but the female Titan literally resembles Annie. Explain.
Oh wow, the robot looks like her. We've never seen that
It
before.
is her.
The Megazords look like the Power Rangers.
But that's because they're designed to look like the Power Rangers. But the organism became her. She is
the
it.
Titans look like the person piloting them.
She is it. Yes, they all look like the person. So does the attack. Yes.
The Jaw Titan, it got transferred down to 3 different people. It looks different across
every
people,
time.
but
Yes,
it's
because
transferred.
it is them. Okay, the transfer doesn't matter. That's just a plot line. That's a plot line.
Yeah, the plot of the show doesn't determine whether it's this type of
But
show.
that
or
doesn't
that type
make it
of
more
show.
of a mech because it transfers down.
No, but
That makes it less of a mech.
No, it defeats your argument that it's like, oh, there can only be one pilot of the thing. Like, no, you just got transferred to the next person.
One pilot at a time, yes. Nobody else can be the Attack Titan.
Do you drive your car with someone else driving the steering wheel?
While Aaron is the Attack Titan, nobody else can be the Attack Titan.
While you're the driver in the seat, can someone else be in the driver's seat with you and driving? You know
what
I'm saying?
Okay, so then your argument, the only way I will say that Attack on Titan is a mech,
okay,
is if we conclude that they are always driving the Titan at all times. Because they're in the same body. So even when they're in their human form, they're still driving the Titan. That's the only way I'll agree.
So how it spawns matters?
Yes.
So it has
them. It is literally part of them. It's an extension of yourself. It is in you. That does make sense. A mech is you driving another thing built for you, not you driving you.
Guy, but the Titan isn't you. It's just the mechanism of the mech to come out is just, well, I just need to get damaged and I can summon the mech from outside of me instead of, well, I have to hop into this machine. It's like a Keyblade. It just like shows up when I want it. I don't gotta go to the freaking store and storage and go and pick it up. I can just there it is. It just shows up when I want it. It's a mech. It's just made out of biology and not mech.
Keyblades. It's not a mech.
They hop in and out of it all the time.
I'll tell you the conclusion that me, Dio, and our friend at work came to is that it is a good modern day take on a mech, but it's not a mech. That is what we came to. The agreement we came to. Because it's not exactly a mech. There's no robots or anything like that. It's a modern twist on a mech. Okay. It's like if they used a mech as inspiration. Quite obviously they did. Not denying that. But I just don't think it is a mech. I don't think it is what Gundam is. I don't put them in the same category.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they look different. It's just, but the mechs look different.
It's not just about the look. It's about how the organisms work, how the mech works.
They work very similarly. I get in, I pilot the thing. Where it comes from doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does matter. It does matter. It does matter. You can't name another mech. You can't name another mech where the mech is a part of your being.
Well, you said it. They can get into it, but like it neural links into them.
Yeah, but a neural link is not. It's its own organism. The mechs in Evangelion are their own organism. They are aliens.
What was that controversial show with where they had to have 2 pilots? It's the chick in red and the dudes that always had to pilot them. What was it? You know what I'm talking about? The dinosaur-y type of chick. Man, it was really controversial a while back. I don't remember because
why was it controversial?
I don't know. Something about how it ended or something retarded. I don't know. But it was very
Darling in the Franxx.
That one. There you go. They were biologically part of the mech.
I haven't seen it.
From my understanding, the girls needed to be there because they were biologically like the handlebars of the bike for the mech. And then the guys piloted it. Is that not a mech? It biologically is them. It just looks like a mech on the outside. It's biologically a Titan.
I haven't seen it.
I will.
Can't speak on it. Haven't seen it.
We're at an impasse.
It's
a mech.
Agree to disagree.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
Let us know if you think it's a mech or not.
Yeah,
I think it's a mech
comments down below
because people hop in it and out of it, and it can be transferred. It functions exactly the same for plot purposes. That's why I think. We're good on that one. So in response to a comment to our first podcast,
okay. Wait, well, you're not gonna give me something like one of your hot takes first?
We can do water is wet if you want.
No, no.
I'll win that argument 10 out of 10. No, but my argument's gonna be relative to the
Okay,
comment.
all right, we'll go with that.
So thanks to Dart for the great comment and feedback. He asked last time about
I love my
Nen
brother.
versus
Hello.
Curse Energy and why they're different, which one's better, which ones we prefer. I'm of the stance that Nen is a very good power system because even in world, you don't know anything about the person you're fighting, even their powers. And he was like, I can show electricity. You don't know what that electricity means. It doesn't even mean they can shoot electricity. It's a lot more creative than curse energy. Curse energy is bred from like the negative emotions of the people or whatever.
In the
And that's
world
in the world. And that's why like all the people from JJK are always like kind of edgy, very emotional and stuff like that. And then like you can be a happy go lucky guy and have like a crazy power.
I personally like that. Like Nen suits your personality.
Yeah.
Like depending on who you are as an
You
individual.
can also choose your power versus curse energy, where it's like
Yeah.
you just gotta when you develop it, you gotta know what it is because it's
Figure it out.
yep,
Yeah.
it already exists. It's predetermined by your genealogy, genetics, curse, whatever. And there's no one really with like an original technique. Technically, well, I guess the first people that had them ever, I guess, but
I mean, we're talking current. So, yeah, Nen, Curse Energy. Now, I will say that they are similar. I think that they have their
oh no, I
similarities.
think
Like
yeah, they definitely have some
at a
similarities,
base, like
but I
you
think they're
can
very
tell.
different.
So, and it's admitted, it's admitted by the writer of JJK that like a lot of JJK is inspired
By Hunter
by
x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter, and like I think we mentioned this in episode 1, but we'll call back to it. The way that Gojo shows Itadori how to use Kurt's energy, he uses the can of soda.
Yeah,
Very similar to
how they did in Hunter x Hunter.
the
Nice callback.
tower. Yeah. That was cool. But I think that I think the thing that for me is like the most similar is that they're both present technically all the time.
And like
And
everyone.
and the average person does not know.
Yeah.
Like does not understand. They're not like quirks.
Yeah.
Where it's like not everybody has them, but they're always present
Yeah.
everywhere and everybody knows
And if you
about
got
them.
one, you probably know about it.
Yeah, like you could have a good amount of curse energy and not know. Yuji, I guess, is a good like Itadori is a good example of that. Of like episode 1, like
very capable like
wait,
fighter, and
like
then they learned about curse
like
energy.
Megumi
and
literally looks at him and goes, "Wait, you can see that thing?" Like
yeah,
yeah. What about it? Like So, any other points? You are the
I got
the
this.
fountain of knowledge. So
I like both of them in the fact they're very indicative of like real life skills and abilities of man, I can be really good at running, I can be really good at cooking, I can be really good at reading. And both power systems address that very uniquely where for Nen you can kind of choose what it is you want to be good at. You have like some certain affinities, right? Like just natively, you give me a knife and some ingredients, I'm like pretty decent at cooking it, at cutting it and prepping it. But if you tell me to run, like yeah, I can run, maybe not that long, maybe not as good as this guy. So I have like some proficiencies and some deficiencies, but I can still practice running all I want, even though I'm not particularly good at it. And that's what Nen leans for, where I can choose what I want regardless of my proficiency for it and try to make it work. For curse energy is, well, you're gonna be really, really good at knowing how to use a spear, and that's all you got. You're really, really good at it, master of one, and you're incredible. You've mastered this kick 1,000 times. But it's very limiting.
was there a Toji in Hunter x Hunter? Somebody who had no access to Nen or like was unable to use Nen.
No.
When it was strong as fuck.
There was no one like that. The
No.
closest was like
bad, bro.
the Chimera ants were like biologically much stronger than people, but once they got Nen, they were like, yeah, we're just on par. It's kind of like a blanket, like you either have to have it or you don't compete.
Damn.
There's people who competed with less Nen and fought like higher people and like have won, right? Gone there a few times.
Was there levels? Was there levels to like the strength of Nen?
Yes, definitely.
Like innate strength, not trained strength. Like just innately people had more Nen than others, or
Yeah, that's like
uh,
trained.
no, I'm saying innately, not trained. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any one person in particular is born with more because they didn't really talk about like the genetics of it. I guess it's just more of a once you awaken it, how good are you at using it? Um,
Yeah, I don't remember if that was a thing.
so up front, I mean, Killua was training his entire life to be this crazy assassin. And he's like super physically built, and then once he got Nen, he like picked it up way quicker than Gon did because he never did that type of training.
Yeah,
He was just very physically competent, but he kept up in his own way. Um, but a lot of it comes down to how you train with it, and Knuckle, the guy with like the finances and the APR guy, the brawler, his power directly measures how much you have, and like it ticks for APR, and then once it caps out, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sorry, you can't use your net. Like I've met my condition. So like, there's already an in-world measuring system through that character.
I see.
And when
I
they
see. I
fought
see. I see.
the red Chimera ant, it kept going and going. He's like, damn, bro, this guy's never gonna freaking go bankrupt because it just keeps going.
Right.
So there are like levels to like how much then you have.
That's the if I remember correctly, is that the guy that Gon challenges, or Gon has to like fight?
No, you're thinking about the cat one, Pito.
No, 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 no. The not the Chimera.
Oh, Knuckle, yeah, he has to fight
Knuckle.
Knuckle.
And he never even fights him. He shows Rock, and then he's like, "Wait a second, never mind." You remember that?
No, that's the smoke guy.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
The smoke guy is like, all right, buddy, you're not gonna be part of this mission unless you can
Unless
show me
you
you're
show
worth
me
it.
what you got.
Yeah.
And like,
He's like, oh, my bad, bro. I was about to kill you. He was like, oh, my bad, bro. I didn't want to die by you. So
yeah, isn't it Kilo who stops that?
yeah, Killua stops him.
Yeah.
Also, the smoke guy, I can't believe I can't remember his name right now. I really like. He's my favorite character in the show, but I think he has the best power in the whole show.
Yeah.
The solidifying smoke thing, it's incredible. So versatile. He
Captain
uses it.
Smoker.
It's so good. He makes
My dog.
clones out of it. It's incredible what he can
Yeah?
do with it.
I don't remember.
Very
him.
versatile.
Not memorable. I don't know why.
No.
I don't know why it's not coming to my mind.
He has his humongous pipe, the shades.
I remember what he looks like.
You don't remember what he does?
Not really, no.
Deep purple.
Well,
He summons all the.
Was he Gojo? It's hollow purple, but
Whatever. He summons a bunch of like clones, and they can do all the like crazy stuff, and he can like kind of like he can do a domain expansion with smoke. Low key, JJK character. Anyway,
crazy. But
I
Curse
think
Energy.
I think Len's a lot cooler in that you can flesh it out more. Curse Energy is like, here's what you get, make the most use out of it.
Yeah, it's less personalized. I guess I could see that. I also feel like,
except for exactly the 10 shadows, where it's kind of like cool. I can kind of like just capture more Pokemon, and if they die, they make the other Pokemon stronger. That's cool.
Like, what, to your point, the problem with in Curse Energy and JJK is like it's expressed through curse techniques.
Yeah.
For humans, right? But like, I guess for curses too, right?
Yeah.
And so it's expressed through a curse technique. So that's like your fighting style. Like that's your, like it's almost like you have just one trick.
Yeah, it's like I have a kitchen knife, and I have 1,000 ways to use this kitchen knife,
Like,
but it's still
what's his
just a
name,
kitchen
Inumaki?
knife. Like what?
The guy who does the talking.
Yeah, Inumaki. All he has is curse piece, and it's really, really good when he can use it, but that's all he's got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's still like the base level of like
Toto's
the energies. Yeah.
Which
there's no way that you don't remember Boogie Woogie, bro.
Boogie Woogie.
Imagine being clowned by a dude whose special technique is called Boogie Woogie, and he does it consistently.
That's crazy, bro. I forgot that it was called Boogie Woogie.
That's my favorite character right there, bro.
All right.
That man's my dog.
Do we have anything else on the list that we haven't touched?
Man, let me think.
Again, that little segment, the Curse Energy versus Nen. Shout out to Youngster Dart. We appreciate you for your.
If you had to have one,
if I had to have one or the other,
yeah. Ooh. I think it's easier to say Nen because like you can kind of pick it.
Yeah, it would definitely be Nen.
The hard part is
it's also like what it's derived from. Like remember, like you said, Curse Energy is derived from like negative emotion.
Yeah,
and like Nen is just derived from life force. Not saying that I don't experience negative emotion or that's not a thing in our world, because it is. Like motherfucker, I think I'd have a lot of Curse Energy. Like, just. I think I'd just rather it be based on my life force.
I think Nen's actually like harder to use because You gotta decide. Well, this is the power I want, and knowing us and how indecisive we are, it's very like, man, is this really like in our terms? We would think like way too meta about it. And curse energy is like, here's what you got, master it.
Okay, but what if you get something really bad?
Name a bad curse technique. I can tell you 1,000 bad Nen techniques. A lot of them are garbage because people pick them. Dawn's technique is horrendous. Rock, paper, scissors is garbage.
Damn, he really picked that.
He picked that. He's like, all right. So I know I don't know this, but there's literally a way to manipulate Nen where you just concentrate it all into one point and then do a big attack on it. Anyone who's proficient enough can just do rock. Anyone can do it. Which is like just through Nen manipulation.
I guess you're right.
And there's a guy in the Phantom Troop who's like, oh yeah, if I wind my arm enough, it gets stronger and stronger. Congrats. A better version of rock. It doesn't take that long.
Yeah.
Like you can wind it once. Okay, cool. It's the power to punch. But if I knock the guy down, like I can charge it more and more.
Yeah.
Way better. Oh, but what about paper and scissors?
Damn.
He uses paper once and scissors once.
We could have a whole segment. Like we should come back next episode and have designed our technique, like what we would pick if we had none.
Oh man, I don't care.
Like
I'm always picking teleporting. Teleporting is just too good.
Can you teleport with Nen? Wait, hold on.
Yeah, they can. Greed Island. Greed Island's entirely made out of Nen. When they put the card in, they get teleported to Green Island.
Damn.
So there's precedent for teleporting.
So you would just dedicate yourself to figuring out how to teleport yourself?
Yeah.
Like that to be your technique?
100%. I don't know what Nen category that would fall in though.
I wouldn't save people with that either.
Yeah, robbing banks. Sorry.
Yeah, robbing banks for sure.
No. We can be good guys about this. Hey, terrorist or cartel leader, I'm gonna teleport. I'm gonna grab you. We're gonna teleport into the sky, and I'm gonna hold you up in the air until you stop what you're doing and give me all your money. Huh? I mean, we can take all the money. We can be good financially. We stop bad guys from doing bad things.
That only works if you get the money and then drop them off the.
Like drop them. What are they gonna do about it? You can teleport.
All right, but you're gonna put them back in.
Yeah, put them back in. Give me the money. Turn them in.
Brother.
They get out.
Brother, what world do you live in that you're getting out of there?
You ready? I can teleport, guy. That's how I'm getting out.
Yeah, but how fast can you teleport that if they're holding a gun to you, like you're gonna out teleport the bullet?
You think I'm telling him back? I'm gonna tell him, bro, turn yourself in. I'm telling you, I'm gonna show him.
How's he gonna give you the money?
Leave it for me. So logistics aside.
No, logistically, what you're saying makes 0 sense.
Listen, guy, I'm floating you in the air. I can drop you. And
your Nen ability
die.
Sucks.
Teleporting is incredible. You're crazy.
I do some kind of bending,
like air bending, like Avatar,
like water
bending,
bending,
like
air bending.
That door looks really dumb over there, and you're gonna bend it.
Like being able to create Rasengans or something, or like wind shurikens.
All right, that's lame.
What do you mean?
What real life application do you have that you can freaking
just hit
like
the Macarena by the way?
That's airbending.
All right.
What real life application do you have for Rasengan?
I don't know, bro.
Teleporting, I get to work instantly. I don't even have to work. I can just steal money. I can stop evildoers.
Teleporting to me sounds like it'd be like it would take you your entire life to master, and you'd be old and crippled by the time you can use it.
I don't need to
be walking around with a cane. Like, what are you? You're gonna be fucking rich in your 80s?
I'm chilling with that, bro. I'm stopping a bunch of bad guys on the way. I'm good.
No, bro.
You tell me I can't go.
I'm saying that it would take so long to properly master that because it's something that's so far fetched in the verse. Like,
you telling me I can't just like go on the FBI top 10 list and just be like, hey, FBI director.
Oh, this guy's fucking Light Yagami now.
I'm gonna freaking.
He's hunting the FBI's top 10 list.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be like, yo, they all have bounties on them. If I collect them for you, just give me the bounty. Boom. Bad guys off the street, money in my pocket. Done. And teleporting is practical. I don't have to Rasengan people to death. Teleporting is be like, oh, this guy's over here, freaking.
I don't know, bro. Like create a water whip, fucking Nyla. Now I'd be a superhero for real.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that? Yo, hey, guy with gun, water whip. Oh, he shot me. What part of 9 is the best magical spell? Don't you get,
bro? I can lift the dirt, ground.
I would rather just a curse technique.
I think so. I think I'd just rather it be given to me.
Like,
I don't get the pick.
Here you go, figure it out. It's like, all right, good. I don't have to think about.
We'll end it with this since it's similar, like close to what we started with.
It'd be Boogie Woogie.
Which verse would you pick to live in?
Oh man, that sucks.
That's what we're ending with.
Which verse?
We got a couple minutes left on the clock. What are we ending with?
Oh man,
come on.
JJK kind of falls into like there's just like terrorists around territory, and it's like this ghost that I may or may not see will just eat me from behind. Where I mean, I can. JJK?
It would what from where?
It would eat me. Oh man. It would ambush me and then just like eat me. Man, I gotta be careful around you, man.
Whoa.
Hunter x Hunter, like you can live.
I wonder
peaceful.
if that's clippable.
You can no. You can live in.
Is that clippage?
You can
you
leave-
post that on social media?
I no, not without my consent. You don't.
Yeah, that's going. That's going.
I probably live in a Hunter x Hunter world, man. Just because like there's
Out
like
of the
peaceful
two?
cities out there.
I guess.
I guess live in like Heaven's Arena.
York, New City.
York, I
Just
don't wanna
vibe in
be-
York,
I-
New?
No, I mean, terrorists attacking York New. I just Heaven's
Yes,
Arena.
you're right. Heaven's Arena would be fun, like a fun
Yeah.
little like.
The issue
place
with
to
showing
live.
is like there's too many
I
terrorists.
think actually Heaven's Arena is like perfect for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to fight for a living.
You think I'd make it to the top floors though?
Nah, I think you'd be happy in the middle floors, cashing out what you're making in the middle floors and
Yeah, I'd be good there.
giving like 60% effort,
You think I'm getting
losing
N?
some, winning some.
You think I'm getting N? If I get N, I'm making it to the floors because it's like
No, for
if
sure
you
you'd
have
get
N, you
N.
beat everyone on the lower floor.
No, for sure you'd get none.
Oh, I'm
no
good.
doubt.
I got it down in the bag, bro.
All right. I don't
As
know.
long
which
as I
one.
don't fight Hisoka, I'm good.
I think I'd also.
All the
pick-
other guys in Heaven's Arena, lame.
I think I'd also pick Hunter x Hunter. So I guess I'd also just have to say
Like,
that I'd
yeah,
stick
figure out a
with
Nen ability.
Nen ability.
What if I'm
Because
just
I don't think that
what if
I-
I'm just really good at Nen control?
like if I have curse energy, like I don't really like spirits and I don't really like demons and I don't really like monsters. Like
yeah,
I'm a scaredy cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't watch scary movies.
yeah, but then
I leave the light on when I go to sleep for
Yeah,
the
but
most part.
there's also
Not all the
monsters.
lights.
there's also
just
monsters
my
in the
night
Hunter
light.
Underworld.
Night lights underrated, by the way.
What light? The bedroom light.
Night lights. Having a night light is underrated.
You want to know the best part about having nightlight?
Huh.
You close your eyes and it's in the dark now. It doesn't matter if you have a nightlight. You just close your eyes.
But if I wake up and I'm spooked, there's light.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This has been episode 2 of the Tilt Express podcast. Of course, I'm Xander. This is Nathan.
Certified argument winner.
Yeah, he likes to believe that. I don't think he's ever beat me in an argument, but
Huh?
that's
I've
for another day.
exclusively
That's
won
neither
arguments.
here nor there. I'll give you all of the cliche statements, okay? Do me a favor, man. If you guys can, leave some feedback, leave some comments, answer some of the questions. Give us your opinion. What verse you'd be Isekaied into?
Yep.
Is it a mech? Would you rather have Nen or cursed ability, like
Yep.
cursed technique, cursed energy? You let us know in the comments. I appreciate you guys.
More importantly, if you get a Isekai into a Pokemon world, what one Pokemon would you have? Let's leave it
Yeah.
off with that. That's a good one.
Have a good day. We'll see you next week.